cash rules everything around me. Queen, get the money, dollar, dollar bill, yo.
All right, you're watching Universal Groove. We have the Escapers in the house.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Las Vegas, Nevada's finest. Wu-Tang of Soul. Wu-Tang of Soul right here in the house. Got the Sam Rothstein in the background. Got the robe on. Had to come pimping. Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, baby. So that's what we had to do. So I want to welcome you guys to the show. Again, the Escapers are just one of the hottest groups out there. It's just crazy. My DMs have been blowing up. My emails have been blowing up. The moment that I announced that we were going to do an interview, just friends, family, everyone was super excited. I know they're 45, like flew off the shelves. They got a lot of good things coming out, so I had to reach out to them. They seem like very cool guys. This is the life of the party. I seen them on the tour Snoop Dogg was doing, and also I think Bobby D, right? He's the guy that's doing the concert. We got the Sinceres, Trish Toledo. I seen them on this bill, and I'm like, who are these guys? So I checked out the song, loved what I heard. They got the reggae soul feel, and everybody loves reggae, right? So I had to reach out to them and do this interview. And again, the Escapers are here. Let's talk to them.
Salud. Cheers. Thanks for having us, homie.
So Johnny from the Escapers, from what I've seen on some of the interviews, he's been through a lot of stuff. I'm gonna let him tell his story and just kind of kick off just how this journey and where he's come from has taken him to the Escapers. So go ahead, Johnny, kick it off for us.
So my father's in prison, and he handcrafted me a soprano ukulele and sent it to me, and I thought it was the most beautiful thing. But I've never, played an instrument, man. I love music. I was never musically inclined, so it was almost like a beautiful, sacred decoration. I put it up, I mess around with it every now and then I let it do its thing. I let it sit where it was, and it sadly, it collected dust, and I wasn't a musician. I had no inspiration to play music. I was so busy doing shit that I wasn't supposed to do. I was doing fucking dumb shit, man. Breaking into cars, fighting all the time for no reason. I was a teenager, a troubled teenager. Just being a complete idiot. And this guy actually brought me out of my shell for the most part. I would go to their jam sessions and watch them jam. I've never heard of ska-core. I don't know if you're familiar with ska-core. It's like punk and, ska mix. It's just really fast, aggressive, awesome ass music. And I seen this and I'm like, damn, dude, this is cool as fuck. It would be awesome to be a musician. And I actually think one time I went to go see them play at, it was MTV, I think, actually, the big room. And he was like, come on the drum set. And I'm stoned. I'm actually on, sad to say, I'll admit it, I was on Xanax. I had a really tough time with prescription pills that were not prescribed to me. I was a real knucklehead and just doing shit I shouldn't have been doing. So this guy tried to throw me in the drums. I couldn't do it. I was messed up. And just to fast forward a little bit, I got even, deeper into my mind. I didn't experiment with hard drugs, but I just got to the point where what's the word? Shunned. I shunned the word out, and I had to play this two life thing where, I'm a teenager. I'm like 17, 16, 17, got kicked out of high school. I lived with my mom, so my mom's like, have a good day. She goes to work. Yeah, thanks, mom. I love you. Have a good day. And then she leaves, and then I have this secret, real shitty life to where it's like, it was real depressing, man. I had to balance this life, of me just doing the craziest, stupid shit that my mind and, body's not meant for. And I know that now. I'm 29. I think back and I'm like, I was not meant for that lifestyle. And it was really hard to balance a lifestyle that I wasn't meant for, but I was trying to prove my manhood, by doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. And then seeing my mom and, hey, how are you doing, son? I'm good, mom. I had a great day. And in reality, it's like one of the worst days I've ever had, So that's when this guy, after, shunning him out for 2 years, and it was nothing personal. It was just like, I didn't want to be around no one. I was really upset that my father's in prison, and I got kicked out of high school. That really messed me up. Watching my mom, a single mom at the time, struggle. My brother's dad at the time wasn't doing good, so I had to be the man of the household, and that didn't work out for me. It was just a real mix balance. It's like a scale, you know, like I had the good part and the bad part, and the good part was just like dragging on the floor. And this guy got me out of my shell one night and had me come finally jam out. And that's when I finally started to realize, like, I'm not built for this lifestyle that I'm doing. It's not. I need to be a musician. And I would sing. He would hear me sing. You know, every now and then he'd be like, "You need to be a singer, dog." Like, nah, man. I fuck around and do it. And he got me out of my shell, man, and got me to sing. And now it's like I can't stop singing. I sing at the shower. I sing at work. I sing fucking while I'm in the bathroom. It's terrible because now my brain's constantly, no matter how I want to shut it off, I'm constantly thinking of, lyrics, music, like guitar riffs, drum, I'm constantly, music is everything right now. Besides, like, I have a daughter that's 7 months old and an amazing girlfriend, I'm a new father. And so just between that and music right now, it's like, right now, my balance of life is perfect. The scale was really bad. Now it's the complete opposite. I'm really happy. And, it kind of just, I want to thank this guy for pulling me out of that hellhole, dude. I really dug a deep fucking hole, and he got me out. And I'm thankful, man. I'm thankful for knowing all these dudes. Love all you guys, by the way, for sure. Like, that was my just, real bad time to escaping that bad time to where we're at now. And that kind of actually generated how we became the escapers.
Johnny's going through just a lot of hard times, hard life, hiding things, right? Going down the wrong path. And what do you do to get Johnny out of this hole?
It all goes back to when I was reaching out to Johnny, trying to get him to sing and jam out and everything. It was more so of a cry for help on my part, because I too was going through an immense amount of fucking gnarly bullshit. It was a divorce and a successful suicide also. And fortunately enough, I was able to come back to this fucking place, and I was in the fucking mental institution for like 3 months and whatnot.
Wow. And
after all that was done with, I called him for like 2 years straight, just trying to get a hold of him, like almost every fucking day. And he finally gave in, and he's like, "My bad, bro. Like, it's nothing personal, like I'm going through my own shit too." And I was like, "All right, let's just link up, please." And sure enough, it happened over one of our old buddies, Marconi's place. And while everyone was getting together, shooting pool in the garage and whatnot, I pulled him off to the side, and we're actually jamming in the bed of the homie's pickup truck. And he's got his little fucking ukulele. And I was so fucking stoked for that. And there was a hard hat in the fucking bed of the pickup truck, right? So he'd be strumming the fucking ukulele, and I'd just be fucking patting on that shit, like, just drumming along to his shit. And then there was this girl that introduced me to Colton, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, fucking." She was like, "I know this fucking badass fucking guitarist and everything." Little did I know that she was banging him, but
mutual friend. Like let's leave it at that.
But yeah, I'm so fucking glad she actually brought him along, and I had set up this whole jam session at Marconi's garage, and brought the whole fucking crew. It was just us four right here before the new three cats, who I fucking love you guys. And yeah, we jammed out for the first time ever with a little garage jam, and we're just like, holy shit, like this is fucking dope. And then further along, we would just kind of jam out in the park with the 40s and everything. And then every now and then, Colton and I and John, we would link up at Colton's place and just play surf music. We love surf music, So we would just fucking shred, going ham and cheese. And then if we were to get Johnny along in on it, then we would fucking it'd be park sessions and strictly like reggae, soul, and just a bunch of like doo-wop little covers and whatnot, and yeah, and that's what led up to all of this pretty much, So.
And then Colton, did you have a story that you want to say?
I came out here for work, and I wanted to move to Cali my whole life. My dad and uncles all grew up in San Diego. I heard cool stories, surfing and skating and hot rods and all that shit. And I had a job opportunity for Vegas, and I asked my girl at the time, Vegas? And she's like, yeah, fuck it. Let's get out of Michigan. It's a fucking ice cube here. So we left, and I didn't think, you know, I was very lucky to, you know, like my teen years. I grew up in Washington, but I moved to Michigan when I was like 12. And I learned a lot of music there between jazz, hip hop, funk. I was in a funk soul hip hop group playing guitar. And I came here and I was really focused on work and my career, but I was like, everything's casino music. There's no scene out here. And little did I know, this girl, small world, introduced, she's like, yeah, I got a homie who plays drums. Why don't you play in a band? I was like, cause I don't know anybody. Like, broke up with this girl that I came out here with, like right when we got to Vegas. We just ended up breaking up after a year in Vegas. And I kind of felt lost, and I didn't really know what I was gonna do. I met a homie and moved in with him, and he was a record dealer, so we always talked music all the time. And I met Kevin, and you know, she kind of just introduced us over the phone, and we started bullshitting, and we would text music back and forth. Oh, you like surf? You like reggae? You like fucking soul? Blah blah blah. The next thing you know, she sets up that garage jam session, and it's pretty tight. Johnny was kind of on his own vibe in the corner, like shy guy. And I'm like, what's up with this dude? Why don't he like? But he was just in his own head at the time. But we're all jamming, and we knew from the moment we started jamming in that garage, like, yo, like it just felt right. It felt like we all were escaping some shit. It kind of helped us forget about our daily lives, and then, you know, I don't know. This is a trip how it all kind of fell into place.
Let's back up to the park. I think that's a really important piece. So you guys were jamming out at the park, bringing the 40s, hanging out, and this jam session, where did it take you guys?
Shit, man.
It escaped the shitty life we were living, like really.
It definitely took us to a place to where like we would get to the park at 3, 4 p.m., maybe 2 p.m.
No, 4:35.
We would get there in the daytime, and then next thing you know, it's fucking 10 p.m. You know, like we're just like we lost. It was a legit. It's crazy, man, because you know, like jamming with these guys, like it took so much pain and stress and hurt and just everything negative away to where it was like time. It's gonna sound corny as fuck, but it was almost like when we would jam in these parks, like time didn't exist, dude. It would be like we would play 3 songs, and 3 songs would, you know, add up to another 3 and then another 3, and it's to the point where we go from playing a cover to an idea to just improvising on the spot, which we still do to this day. And it was just like the park sessions were like literally our portal from escaping like everyday like stressful trying our best to adult to like, dude, let's just have fun and fucking do this shit, you know. And it was a legit escape. Like it was like, that's the word, escape. It was the biggest escape to where like I would be depressed, and the next thing you know, I feel brand new, like, you know. And we would just be happy, having fun, like hugging it out, shit, you know. Damn, dude, that was dope. Didn't anyone record that? No, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, damn, that was so dope. Like, you know, next time we'll record it. And it was just, the park sessions were literally like, fuck, the park was like the theme and the background, and like, if you would, like the backdrop to our band, dude. Like, now that I think about it, the park sessions were the biggest key to that doorway that just opened up like the escapers, man. If it wasn't for the park sessions, we probably wouldn't even fucking be a band, now that I think about it.
Yeah, and I feel that there's a real beauty with your group. You know, there's a big, you know, like brotherhood there that you guys have. And it's really nice to see, you know. And I know that there's, in bands, you know, there's the ups, there's the downs, there's the blood, there's the sweat, there's the tears. But it seems like with you guys, with all that, you know, just pressure and tension, it comes out beautiful, bro. You guys got some really good songs. Stay. How did that song come about, Johnny? Can you tell us the beginnings of how that song was made and written? I
was a security guard at this little casino on Water Street. It's like, it's tiny, man. You could walk a lap around it. I'm not even over exaggerating it. 40 seconds to a minute. It's really small. I just had so much time on my hand, man. You know, it was such a cool little relaxed vibe. I was literally pushing in chairs, and if someone would fall down, I would help them up. You know, do you need medical attention? Like, it was a real relaxed job, and so I had a lot of time on my hands. I would bring a little notepad with me, a little tiny one, and I would just write stuff down. And it was funny because Stay was just, it was a song. So it started out, I'm from Hawaii, and it started out with me playing my ukulele. Like, so this place, I would just walk around and I would hear chords in my head. You know, I put chords together. I had an app too where I had the chords. I would click the chords, it would make sound. And I'm like, I like that chord. I like that one. I would memorize it in my head and I would just write shit. And so as a writer, I don't always, I write things that people can connect to, rather it happened to me or anyone. If I could make something up that, you know, happened to somebody. So yeah. Stay was just like a kind of style song that was just like, you know, I'm pretty sure everyone has been through a situation where like you're with someone that you like so much and you're just having so much fun with them and then, you know, you don't want them to leave, man. You have this connection and you know, they're leaving and you're just so heartbroken and sad and it's like, you know, why don't you just, you know, you don't have to go home, why don't you just stay over, stay the night. And that's how that kind of came about. I was just like, in my head, I'm like, dang. That's why I was just like, stay, that would be cool. And I started writing it out and I remember halfway through my shift, I wrote the whole song, but it wasn't something was like, dude, I have a badass idea. This is what it's gonna be. Stay started out as like the tiniest little grain of sand, and I hit these guys up, and I was like, on my break, I'm like, dude, I think I'm onto something. Like I can feel it in my heart. This song's fucking dope. Like it's called Stay, and I kind of, like he said, I would voice record it. I would go, so just picture these chords, and it's funny because I'd be like, picture these chords in your head the whole time. Dunk, 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 dunk. That would be one recording, and I'm like, the second recording, all right, remember those chords. Now put these with those chords. You don't have to leave me, babe. And then he would call me. I'm at work with like 8 missed calls. Let me go on break. And then he calls me, dude, I can fucking hear it. Check this out. And he's already has his guitar plugged in. And we're like, yeah. And that's how Stay kind of pieced together. Then I showed Kevin and he's like, dude, I got a drum beat. And he would do the same thing. Like it's funny because it was all like visualized through like beatboxing and shit. Like
yeah, we're not musically trained. Really,
I can't read music, yeah. So it was just like, you know, picture this dunk, and I would sing, and it all added up to what it is now. And it's just mind blowing because Stay has actually is the age of Stay is the age of our band. Like that's
really what tied it up.
What tied it up was Stay. So we're all in a circle jamming, and there's all these homeless people walking around. Well, his girlfriend at the time comes with a box of pizza and sits down while we're jamming in a circle, and I'm playing, like, looking, and she doesn't say nothing. She's just eating pizza, and I'm like looking at everyone, and I'm like, I'm trying to sing, and then I stop and I go, you're really just gonna do that? And she goes, what? And I'm like, you're just gonna sit and hang out and eat pizza and watch us jam? And she goes, why? And I'm like, dude. And I'm like, I'm looking at everyone, I'm like, who is this? Like, this homeless girl is gonna just watch us jam? And then John's like, that's my girlfriend, dude. And I